I've just checked into the Sheraton Grand in Macau and I'm staying here for 3 nights for £165 for all 3 nights. Let's see what 165 quid gets you in Macau. The courtesy bus delivered me to the front entrance of the Sheraton Grand in Macau, and as I walked in through that grand entrance hall, I felt a little bit disorientated. This didn't look like any hotel I'd been in before. Bemused by the large gold carriage, I didn't spot the sign for reception on the right, but a keen-eyed employee took pity on this humble traveller and came to assist me.
Yes. Thank you.
One of the criticisms of this hotel is how long it takes to get your room key, and that looked like a well-founded concern. But I have gold status with Marriott Hotels, and I was directed to the priority check-in desks, which are in their own separate reception area. With my keycard in hand, the staff member who'd met me at the entrance helped me with my bags up to my room, and then he wouldn't accept a tip. I thought I had a photo of his name badge, but I don't. However, when he found out I was making a video for YouTube, he asked me to take a selfie with him expressly to use in the video. He was absolutely superb. A hat tip to this gentleman. Superb in every way. And so let's look at the room. King size bed, which is what I booked. Nice little lounging area. Great desk. Sat in these seats a few times when I was on the road. It's funny, I don't know where they get them from, but it's the same seat in every single hotel around the world. Now what's this cheeky little thing here? Is it a Wi-Fi point? Except, oh yeah, no, there's a network cable in the back. Oh, okay. Hairdryer, very good. Got this lovely sort of wooden cabinet. I'm gonna guess we've got a coaster here. Tea and coffee. Always bring my own tea, but some coffee mate. What have we got in here? Oh, is that a kettle? What kettle? Is that a teapot? It's a cafetiere. Oh, fancy. Oh, no. If I actually had some ground coffee, that would be amazing. What we got here? Mini bar. Empty. It's on, it's hot. But that's locked. They look like empty drawers. Yeah, we'll just assume they're empty. Oh, a little light when you're coming in, great. Dressing gowns, hotel safe. Oh, emergency torch, always like those. Every hotel in the world seems to have an emergency torch, apart from the UK. Laundry. Love that UK plug socket. Well, one UK, one international plug socket here as well. So if you know me, you'll know there's two things I really need in a hotel. One is aircon, and that is pumping out cold air nicely. It was set to 23. I've just lowered that down to 19, and that is nice. The other thing is Wi-Fi. So I'll do a Wi-Fi speed test, and it'll probably be coming up on the screen about now. Well, that feels nice and firm. Oh, it's soft and a hard pillow. I know which one I'll be going for. Bathroom. Bath. I think that would be big enough for me, but I think larger people would have their knees out the top. Opens inwards. Toilet with a phone, that always makes me laugh. Got towels or a towel. That's fine. Oh, bathroom scales. What else we got here? Bar of soap. Soap dish. Very nice, I like that. What else have we got in here? Toothbrush, toothpaste. So I'm going to get a cup of tea, I'm going to get showered, get out into Macau, and then I'll report back and tell you how I found the hotel before I leave. The Cotai Strip is a sight to behold and a relatively new addition to Macau. The Sheraton Grand is part of a Las Vegas Sands-owned Londoner resort, and it has 4 hotel towers. Now, the first 2 towers opened in April 2012, but all 4 towers weren't completed until 2016. Considering it's basically a film set, you know, it's inside it's a totally different building. It's just a facade. It's absolutely marvellous. I think it's really good what they've done. Not quite sure what that's supposed to be. I'm guessing it's just a renditioning arch. Even these sort of fabulous lampposts. Carrying on with the London Westminster theme. A digital mine, stained glass window, and you can just see the top of a double-decker bus. Wonder if you can get on it. Conductor's bell. Gotta give it a ding. Oh, it didn't ding. What a shame. It looks like an actual bus that they've shipped over here. I mean, that would probably be easy in trying to create a replica. Absolutely fabulous. Wish the bell worked though. This is as I remember, except it was 2p when I was a kid. And then you get the pips. And you'd have to fumble in your pocket for 2p. Stick it straight in quick. And then when I got a little bit older, you were never allowed to leave home without 10p. So you could call your mum and dad, let them know you were safe or ready to be picked up, but you had to have a 10p piece in your pocket just so you could call home. Proper photo shoot going on. Yeah. Tuck yourself in, son. There's quite a lot of people go around with like really professional gear having photographs taken. Absolutely fabulous. There you have the Venetian. Rialto Bridge spanning a road rather than a canal. Imagine the real bridge would be a bit busier than this. More photo shoots. Rialto Bridge. Very good. Round canals of Venice. It's amazing some of these other buildings around, well, along this strip. Oh, I don't think any of them really meet the magnitude of these 3 hotels. And what I meant by that is I stood there on the Cotai Strip with the Londoner, the Venetian and the Parisian. All the other casino hotels just seem to be a bit ordinary by comparison. And the grand exterior continues with grand designs in the hotels. The entrance to the Venetian is just breathtaking. I mean, just look at that for a hotel lobby. It's unbelievable. The lobby takes you into the casino, strictly no filming in there, but the casino leads into a shopping arcade that connects the Venetian and the Parisian, and you can find the world's most luxurious brands there. And then suddenly I just popped out into this film set style canal. I mean, it's just something else. But then onwards into a world of more shops that I can neither afford nor have any real interest in until I reach the Parisian and we get our first look at their Eiffel Tower. The Parisian has another wonderfully grand entrance, no expense spared, and behind this is the casino, and in the casino is a little restaurant, and I went in there to get myself a beer and a meal of duck and goose with fried rice. Not the best meal I had on this trip, but it was still really good. Out the front of the Parisian is a scale Eiffel Tower. It's actually half-sized, and you can have dinner in there, which is brilliant. There's also an Arc de Triomphe, complete with tacky laser display screen beaming out adverts. I booked to stay on the Strip, not really knowing anything about the hotels or the location, and I selected the Sheraton Grand Macau because it was an incredibly cheap Marriott hotel. It cost me £168 for 3 nights, or about £56 a night. As to what's the final verdict with the Sheraton Grand Hotel? Well, the Sheraton Grand lives up to its grand title for sure. From the moment you walk in, you see that carriage, to the check-in areas, to the lifts and corridors, and to the rooms themselves. The hotel itself is part of a large resort complex with a pool, fitness centre and spa, and the hotel and attached shopping malls are packed with restaurant options, although I generally look for authentic local food over a Gordon Ramsay's grill. First impression of the room was very positive, and that superb check-in experience certainly exceeded my expectations. The room is large compared with the hotel rooms I usually stay in. It's bright, there's plenty of sunlight, and I enjoyed my coffee in the armchair each morning. I think you can often gauge a hotel more on the housekeeping servicing over the initial room setup, and the housekeeping did a great job on the first 2 days. However, on my 3rd night I came back to find that the room hadn't been serviced. Pardon the bathrobe, I just wanted to do a quick room update. Been out and about today, got back about 4:30, very hot, very sweaty, just wanted to get into the aircon room, and they hadn't made the room up. No coffee mate to put in my tea, no tea bags, no clean cups. And I had a bit of a grump. Anyway, at 5:30, I got a knock from housekeeping. Did I want her to make the room up? I'm like, well, not now. I'm like, you know, not really presentable for a cleaner, not really able to go off for a walk until I've had a shower. So I declined it. She gave me a load of bottles of water. She did give me some more coffee, which I didn't need, and some coffee mate, so I could make a cup of tea. So I've had a cup of tea, and I'm a bit happier now. But I am a bit disappointed. I mean, who comes to a room at 5:30 and offers to make it up? I mean, that's just not the kind of standard that I would expect in this kind of hotel. It was a minor blip on an otherwise great stay, and the next morning as I came to check out, I needed somewhere to perch for a couple of hours between my checkout time and the time for the bus to Hong Kong Airport. So it's checkout day here at the Sheraton, and I'm going to go to the bus station in Macau in an hour or two. Wasn't sure what to do. Most hotels have like a coffee shop or a lobby, somewhere where you can just sit, open a laptop and do some work. One of the staff said, oh, you can just sit here if you want. So I was like, okay, this isn't a great place to sit where I was at. And it was a low table, so I grabbed this bit of furniture and plunked my laptop on that, and it got someone's attention. And they said, I think you'd be more comfortable if you went upstairs to the club lounge. I'm like, okay, but I've got no status with Marriott hotels. I don't get any access to Sheraton Club Lounge. That's fine, don't worry, we'll sort all that out. So here I am. I've got my cup of tea. Well, my cup of coffee, sorry. I went posh on a cappuccino. I've got a couple of chocolate twists to enjoy. And I've got this space here, look. All to myself. So there is just a business section just sort of in front of me through there, where I could have had a desk in there. And I think they've all got computers on them. And then just down the steps here, it's like a little cafe area where I got my coffee from and my little chocolate twists. So yeah, I'm very happy here. Now, if you're familiar with marketing, you'll know there's a thing called the peak end rule, and it's basically how you evaluate experiences. One of the things that you evaluate is the best or the worst bit. That's something that will have a big influence. And the other thing is how you end. So I got to say, this ending is absolutely perfect. I couldn't be happier. So yeah, well done, Sheraton Grand. You've ended fantastically. Thank you very much. So cheers. And I did have a little walk around the Sheraton Grand Club room, and I would possibly consider this perk worthy of chasing status with Marriott. Either way, this was just exceptional value on what was a really good stay. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please don't forget to give me a like. And if you'd like to subscribe, you'll get notifications for upcoming videos, and I would really appreciate your support. So thank you for watching and joining me on my grey gap year.